What's going on, guys? My name is Joltage, and today I'm bringing you the final LC match of Week 3's SPL between Kingler numbers of the Raiders and OP of the Tigers. Kingler numbers is coming into this match at 2-0, OP sitting at 1-1. But yeah, we'll see what goes on here. Both have quite standard looking teams, the coolest mon out here being a Hone Edge. But anyway, we've got dual lead foos out here from each of them. I expect both to be bulky foo. Not many people run Scarf Foo, even though Scarf Foo is really good. Yeah, but not many people run it, so they're probably both bulky foo, as OP's Foo wins the assumed speed tie and is able to U-turn out of Kingler's Foo, most likely into Snubble. That's what I like to do when I have Foo and Snubble, is U-turn out into Snubble, eat a knockoff, then thief something next turn. You know, standard stuff. So that's what I expect OP to go out into here. As he does go Snubble and does eat the knockoff. Berry Juice Snubble it is, so we can definitely expect a thief. I don't understand why people run Berry Juice anymore. Like, I mean, I do understand why, but I really think that Eviolite's the better item, because you're going to get knocked off a lot. So, I don't know. I like Eviolite a lot. And plus, when running Evio Thief, people don't expect the thief as much. But I mean, it's fine. Yeah, my main thing is you just hardly ever get to use your Berry Juice, so that's my only issue. But Kingler decides to U-turn out, and he doesn't have a Fairy Resist on his team, as he's going to go out into Drillbur, who's going to eat the thief, Evio Drillbur, and now Snubble has an Eviolite to continue checking the Enfu. Snubble's not OP's only food check. He does also have a Fungus, but Drillbur should be able to get up some free rocks here on the Snubble, and I don't really expect OP to want to stay in here. I guess he could stay in to fire off a pretty strong play rough, but I feel like he'd want to preserve this to deal with Foo some more. But he does want to stay in and go for that play rough and just take out the Drillbur. So Kingler gets his rocks, but does lose his Drillbur. Drillbur wasn't really doing that much this game. It hits Honed super effectively, but Honed is bulky enough to live any one hit, especially from an Eviolite Drillbur. As Kingler brings in his Trace Porygon. Trace Porygon is not the one we've been seeing a lot of recently, but is still probably effective. And I expect him to fire off either a T-Wave or a Psychic here. Either one would be fine, I think. I don't think OP wants to stay in here, as he doesn't, and goes Mienfoo, who does eat this T-Wave. Unfortunate that Foo is slow. But if this is Evio Foo, as it likely is, the Psychic won't be able to kill, though you don't kill back if you're not running any attack either. So yeah, I expect maybe a knockoff or maybe a U-turn from OP. I expect Kingler to just okay, he switches out on the U-turn from OP, and OP is gonna get to go right back into Snubble, fire off another strong play rough. Yeah. And in it comes Snubble. Snubble's getting a bit worn down, as a result of just the rocks and the U-turn and everything. But Foo U-turns out into Porygon, who traces the Intimidate. The Intimidate's really nice for Kingler, but is gonna eat a T-Wave, so that's cool for OP here, as I expect OP to switch out again. And I expect Kingler to just fire off a pretty strong psychic. Porygon is quite the threat to OP's team here. He doesn't really have anything that like takes it on super well, especially now that Mienfoo is paralyzed. But we'll see what he ends up wanting to go with. He goes to his own Porygon here, who is the download variant, and eats that psychic up like it was nothing. And now should be able to fire off a pretty strong tri-attack. If it is like 3 attacks, those 3 attacks being tri-attack, psychic, and ice beam, Tortuga can come in pretty safely. If the 3rd attack isn't okay, just decides to fire off a psychic, is, you know, we're spreading more yellow color in this game, just increasing the odds of something getting screwed over by it. As OP recovers up on Kingler's full para, looks to be pretty stalematey right here. As this time OP full paras as Kingler's Pori gets to recover up, and this is lame. Both of these competitors want the opposing Porygon at least knocked off, preferably dead. But yeah. So we'll see what we want to do here. I doubt either of them really wants to switch out, but I mean, at the same time, this is gonna just drag on as Porygon. Okay, wow, OP's Porygon fires off a really strong tri-attack. That's gonna be able to. I don't know if that was a high roll, but damn, that was. If that wasn't a high roll, it's definitely gonna be able to 2-hit KO this Porygon, who I expect to want to switch out here. But nothing bar like Tortuga wants to take a tri-attack. But we'll see what Kingler wants to do here. OP's Porygon is definitely just faster than Kingler's Porygon, who is probably just the wall set as opposed to the tank set that OP is running. But yeah, I feel like that was a high roll. As OP's Porygon recovers and Kingler's right back up to near full. Boring set of turns here. As Porygon fires off a Psychic, which does another good amount of damage, and OP's Porygon is probably forced to recover here. Maybe Kingler can use this turn as an opportunity to get his Mienfoo in and actually freaking stop the Porygon war. Yeah, I hope Kingler goes for that right here. Actually, I think that'd be a solid play, because I feel like OP's gonna want to recover with his Porygon, who's pretty low, and doesn't want to risk any more paras. So yeah. God, I hate the Smog Tours chat. Let me just. God, they just really irritating sometimes with the annoying shitting on LC. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know who's taking the time here, like taking their time here. I feel like this is a pretty straightforward turn for both people. I don't know. Yeah. Ugh. So how have your guys' day been? I've been stuck inside all day thanks to never-ending snow, and it's still snowing. It's been snowing for about like 36 hours probably straight, and it's just absurd. There's so much snow outside. But at least I have Pokemon, right? And booze, but oh god, it's awful. But Kingler's down to 60 seconds. He's really been thinking about that play. As he decides to go Gothita on the recover. Maybe he's gonna try and trick this Porygon. His Scarf. I guess that's a fair play. Yeah, that'll definitely cripple the Porygon's ability to like win the Porygon War, as he does go for the trick, and does not enjoy that try attack. But now Kingler can go out into his Tortuga to take a try attack, but he just decides to go for the Psychic, get a crit, and a Spadef drop to boot. OP's Porygon's pretty much just out of commission at this point. As expect Kingler to go out to his Foo and just click knockoff. I feel like knockoff's probably the safest play for him to go for. Getting Foo in will also allow it to get regen when it switches out again. But yeah. So Kingler's down in the score with 2 Mons down, but I don't believe by any means that he's out. We've got a paralyzed Mienfoo on OP's part, and just crippled Snubbull and crippled Porygon, so we'll see. But Kingler ends up going for Tortuga, and he's going for game here. As he, holy shit. Okay, it is Smash Tortuga. I mean, it is Sturdy Sturdy Berry Juice Tortuga. Cause that Tri Attack did a lot. Holy crap! I understand it was -1 and like Porygon's +1, but geez, Tortuga's actually really bulky when it's Eviolite. But it is Smash Tortuga, and Kingler has decided he is done. He is trying to end this game right now, or at least break through all of OP's stuff that can handle this, so that Fletch can end the game later. Also fair. So depending on, actually, Tortuga revealed the Aqua Jet. I don't know why it revealed the Aqua Jet here, unless it's not running Waterfall, which is a possibility. But OP goes out to Snubbull, I guess, to just get an Intimidate off on this Tortuga. Maybe try to paralyze it. I'm not really sure. I would have expected the Fungus there, because Snubbull can still check Foo, but Fungus could check this and Foo. I don't know. I expected the Fungus there, but OP must have his reasons. I don't think Snubbull takes a +1 Waterfall or Stone Edge from 56, even if it does have an Eviolite. Snubbull is like pretty bulky, but it's not that bulky. So we'll see here, but it is Earthquake Tortuga, and it does take one of those and fires off, and Snubbull gets to fire off a pretty strong Play Rough, but not gonna be enough to take out the Tortuga. I feel like T-Wave would have been the better play from OP there. I don't know, but OP's gonna go into Honedge. Honedge is his Fletch check, so he's risking some major damage here, because Tortuga can pretty much just fire off an Aqua Jet just to get off some last ditch damage, to out prioritize before the Shadow Sneak that I expect to come from OP. Otherwise, like if OP doesn't go for Shadow Sneak, he's gonna take a buttload from the Earthquake. So yeah, and hopefully Shadow Sneak kills. I expect it to, because Honedge is actually quite strong. But yeah, Tortuga does go for the Aqua Jet just to get some nice damage before the Shadow Sneak, as Mienfoo is now in And I expect a knockoff from Kingler. There's really no reason not to knock off here, as OP sends in his Diglett, who eats the knockoff, and has trapped the Mienfoo to get some nice chip from it's not going to take it out, especially without its life orb. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of weird. I don't know. I don't really understand a lot of the plays this game so far. But yeah. So I guess Diglett's just gonna fire off an Earthquake. Mienfoo's gonna fire off a Drain Punch. It's not looking great for OP. I guess he didn't want his Fungus getting knocked off there, but it's looking rough. I expect OP to go out to his Fungus here and maybe fire off a Spore or just a Sludge Bomb. As he does go Fungus, Kingler can pretty just easily U-turn out into his Porygon here. I don't really see an issue with that. I mean, okay, back to the Snubbull v Tortuga play. I guess the Thunder Wave wasn't the best play since the Aqua Jet was still a thing. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair, and the Honedge wouldn't have been able to take it out without that damage, but I don't know. It seemed odd, but I don't know. Yep, here goes the U-turn from the Foo into Porygon, like I said. And Porygon traced Regenerator, and that Sludge Bomb's not doing anything. Kingler can probably just recover up right now. Maybe OP could hard to Honedge to fire off a pretty good Sacred Sword. I feel like that'd be the best play from OP's part. Really unfortunately, they let Mienfoo take the T-Wave so early. It really would like its speed right now. It is at full, so it can live one Fletchling Acro, provided it's Eevee. But yeah, he instead decides to go to Foo to I mean, Foo gets to fire off a good Drain Punch or High Jump Kick here. Either will kill this Porygon, but Kingler still has his not knocked off Mienfoo at near full. Like, I think he'll come back with 1 HP less than full to switch in here. And that's provided, and hopefully OP can even get off the damage that he needs here. So we'll see what happens. Like, yeah, OP can fire off a strong knockoff. I expect Kingler to go right out to his own Foo. His Foo can take it and outspeed next turn and everything, and there's always the possibility that I don't know. Actually, no. This game's still close. This game's still close. But yeah, in comes Fletchling, and there goes High Jump Kick. Does a lot to the Fletchling, but doesn't quite take it out. I believe OP's Foo can live. I believe since OP's Foo has not been knocked off, it can, and if it's bulky, which I expect it to be, it can live any one Acro from Fletchling. Though he also still has Honedge, which he can go into to take the Acro. If it is Overheat Fletch, which it might be, Honedge is less sturdy a check. But, and by less sturdy a check, I mean it's not a check at all anymore. But, yeah, we'll see what happens here. OP has 90 seconds. But, yeah, if this is Overheat Fletch, I think it just wins from here, provided it makes the correct plays, of course. Just goes for the Acro, doesn't take out the Foo, and Foo does not get fully parried. Down goes Fletchling. Okay. OP can still pivot out to preserve his Foo. I expect Kingler to fire off a knockoff here. I think that is by far the safest play. Don't know if OP's going to want to stay in with his foo or maybe go out to Hone Edge just to try and get off a last ditch shadow sneak, because it will Hone Edge will live one knockoff, I believe. I'm pretty sure that will live one knockoff, and I don't know if OP has determined that he wants this Mienfoo to be able to take out Porygon or what. Because he could also go Fungus. I don't know. Because Fungus can't beat Porygon 1v1 without severe para hacks. And yeah, OP's down to 40 seconds. He better make a move here. Kingler can pretty safely fire off a knockoff. 30 seconds left for OP. As he does fire off the knockoff, and OP lets his Mienfoo go down. It's not looking great for OP. As he goes into Fungus. And he's going to fire off a Sludge Bomb. Kingler can very easily U-turn out into his Porygon. Porygon's not taking anything at all from Fungus, and it can't even be slept because it's already parried. As he just decides to hard out into his Porygon. I didn't really see anything wrong with him going for I didn't see anything wrong with Kingler going for the U-turn there. It's definitely not a Scarf Mienfoo, so I don't know, that seemed odd. But whatever, I guess. So Porygon's in here, and it looks like Kingler's probably gonna win this game. Can fire off a Psychic or recover, as it does fire off a Psychic. Does just under half to Fungus, but Fungus will die to the next one. Porygon can probably just recover up this turn. Because Hone Edge's Sacred Sword won't be taking out the Porygon from here. It's not knocked off. As OP goes out to Hone Edge, get his Fungus a little bit more health, as Porygon doesn't full pair and is able to recover all the way back up to full. I don't believe this Porygon is able to hit this Hone Edge particularly hard, but it can fire off one of the best moves in the game in T-Wave. Kingler's down to 30 seconds. Also, Mienfoo's not going to be taking much at all from a Sacred Sword, and can come in and just fire off a knockoff if Kingler so desires. It's looking real good for Kingler, as he does decide to go for the Mienfoo play, as OP decides he's got to go for game here and is going for the Swords Dance. I think he needs to yeah, no, okay, if he takes that knockoff, definitely can go for the Iron Head. Iron Head does enough. Kingler needs to switch out. Kingler needs to switch out on the predicted Shadow Sneak from OP. It would be really cool if OP Swords Danced again on this play, actually. I think that would be fucking cool. But as he goes into Porygon on the Shadow Sneak, man. Man. I felt like it would have been really cool if fucking OP would have Swords Danced there, because then he could have fired off a +4 Sacred Sword onto this onto this Porygon. Man. But let's see what OP is gonna go for. I don't think +2 Sacred kills Porygon. As it doesn't, Porygon's able to fire off the Psychic and take out the Fungus, as Fungus might be able to take it out. Okay, it doesn't look like. Yeah, Fungus can win. Yeah, Fungus can win by just firing off Sludge Bomb. It's faster than this thing. So, yeah. Alright. Turns out OP didn't need to Swords Dance there. I just thought it would have been the cool play. Because it would have been the cool play. Because he would have been able to take out Porygon there and then take out Mienfoo next turn with the +4 Shadow Sneak. But, oh well. I guess he didn't need to risk that. Kingler's down to 10 seconds. I hope it doesn't envy a timeout. I expect OP to win this game now. But, yeah, well played endgame by OP. It's a weird game. But Kingler did lose to timeout. Let's check the lobby here. I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fungus won. So... I don't think they're gonna... Yeah. Yeah, no, Fungus won. But... Yeah, Kingler times out. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. But, yeah, looks like that's going to be the game. So, anyway, if you guys enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like and comment with any feedback you may have. Stay subscribed for more competitive LC content. My name is Joltage, and I will see you next time. Peace out.